This is a short biography about Henry Moore by Michael Horlocker and Lance Godwin. Henry Moore was born on July 30th, 1898 in Castleford, Yorkshire. He was the seventh child in a family of 8 children. His father worked in a colliery in Castleford, but wanted his children to avoid working down in the mines. So as much as possible, as given the family's poverty, children were educated at a local school.
This sculpture is called the Helmet Head, designed and sculpted by Henry Moore in 1952. This sculpture is called Three-Way Pieces, number 2, 1964. This painting is called In the Shelter, sketched and painted by Henry Moore in 1941. The final sculpture we did was Three-Way Pieces, number 3, in 1965.
It was in his teenage years that he developed an interest and talent in art. This helped him to get a scholarship in Castleford Secondary School. Aged 18, he was called up to the Army, and in 1917 was injured during a gas attack at Battle of Cambrai. After his injury, he spent the remainder of the war behind the line training new recruits. Moore later said that the war was for him not a traumatic experience, unlike that of many of his contemporaries.
After the war, he continued his education and in 1921 won a scholarship to study at the Royal College of Art. Henry Moore was a talented student, but he already was experimenting with new styles, and this often conflicted with his teachers, who were trying to teach the classic style of perfection in form of composition. Moore was attracted to Moore's spontaneous art form with imperfectionists evident in the sculpting in 1924. He spent time traveling in Italy and later Paris.
In the 1930s, Moore became an active member of the informal modern art movement, centered on the ideas and innovation of people like Pablo Picasso and Jean Arp. He also briefly flirted with the Surrealist movement. The Second World War led to the more traditional commissions, and Moore worked as a war artist, producing memorial pictures such as images of civilians fleeing from the Blitz in the London Underground. This helped Moore's reputation, and after the war led to numerous awards and opportunities in America. In 1948, he was awarded the International Sculpture Prize at the Venice Biennale.